here with Jed McKay again at Montreal Comic Con, and there's going to be 1 year later reading some more Moon Knight and his amazing run on X-Men. Seriously, go read Jed McKay's X-Men and Moon Knight runs. They are amazing. And for some reason, Hunter's Moon looks like Lance Reddick. So, Mr. McKay, will we explore more of Scott's time as a prisoner of war case outside of issue number 3?
I don't have plans to explore it directly. It is something that always echoes kind of Gideon's character moving forward, but it's not something we plan to see anytime soon.
Okay. Were there any other X-Men that you wanted to include on your roster, but you couldn't because other ones wanted to use them?
No, really. It's working in something like the X-Men. There's so many characters, but also so many books. So it's just kind of part of the deal that they're going to be spread out all over the place. And also, you can only have so big a team in a book before people start kind of falling through the cracks and not getting any attention.
Exactly. And I do love the way he handles all of these characters. We got fan favorites like the Juggernaut, bitch, Magic with the K, and of course my man Cyclops. So during the writing on Grey Mountain, what were communications like with Gail Simone when it came to how to write each character?
It was great. We were always in communication, but at the same time, we're not trying to write each other's books. So I want to make sure that each of our characters came off accurately in the other's books, but also trying to do what we got and not maxing it right for lack of better.
Of course. And was X-Men had already planned during the development of Era on Green Mountain? Because I find it really weird that both X-Men teams retreated when Karina Ellis threatened them with a killer satellite, and Scott seemed like Juggernaut, Magic, Kid Omega, and Wolverine got called Canada.
Yeah, I mean, X-Men Hunt was coming up on the line because we knew that there would be, for example, other stuff that was happening. So when we started planning Raid and Grey Mountain, things kind of had to change as we found out what further plans for which then became X-Men.
Awesome. And why was Cypher's revelation form redesigned? Because all I remember, because when I first saw his new form, he was bald. He kind of looked like a Cypher version of Apocalypse, but he was redesigned with more hair. His design closely resembles his original design.
Yeah, when we first saw Revelation get hair, Apocalypse, this is sort of his very closely related to Apocalypse form. He softened it a bit before bringing it back. Creating more of a bridge between the older Doug Ramsey character and the current Revelation. Whereas we'll see how that will develop this time.
And did anyone else have plans to use Revelation? Why wait a year to use Revelation?
It's just because things had to be done, stories had to be told, stuff has to happen. So with the first year of X-Men being done, with having gone through Raid, gone through X-Men Hunt, we can bring in Revelation into our second year, which will have a heavy Revelation.
I'm really excited for it. So were you involved in writing with the X-Men's characterization in 8 Deaths to Spider-Man?
No, that's not. I mean, I've talked to Joe about it. Asked him kind of characters what should do with them. I'm like, yeah, no, do your thing. Joe's a legendary writer, so I'm certainly not concerned.
It was great seeing Juggernaut just say, screw Cyttorak, I'm doing what's right, even if Cyttorak was trying to take away his powers. And how did you choose your Avengers roster?
When I was choosing the Avengers roster, I went through a few different kind of ideas on how I wanted to approach it, but ultimately, what I wanted to do was have an Avengers roster that felt big. So the big characters, you got Captain America, you got Iron Man, you got Thor at the time, Captain Marvel, Black Panther. I always thought Vision and Scarlet Witch were the iconic Avengers, and I wanted to bring them into life. Kind of harken back to the 70s Avengers.
And I read that you include Storm in the Avengers roster because you couldn't, you felt that you couldn't do her justice in like a team where she wasn't needed.
Well, not in an X-Men team.
Yeah.
Where, given Storm's kind of stature and status in the Marvel Universe, it would feel odd for her, at least in my perspective, if she was on the X-Men team. Whereas the Avengers, each Avenger is kind of emblematic of a certain aspect of the Marvel. Iron Man represents technology, Black Panther represents
And what about the right? And can you tell me how you came to create Achilles' Fairchild and his status as an Asgardian? That was really interesting.
I just wanted to, the idea of an Asgardian being, active on Earth, but not as a big supervillain, but as a gangster, was something I've been thinking about for a while. Where someone who on Asgard he's no big deal, but on Earth he's already head and shoulders above kind of the man. So that was an interesting move, and just like to pull a reveal on Moon Knight, which really drive me to the ground about that.
And the way the dialogue changes font, something you can only pull off in a comic book.
Yeah, I was very pleased with that.
Me too. I was like, oh my god, he's this Guardian. And what made you decide to bring Hank Pym back and redesign him to closer to Michael Douglas?
Well, we didn't redesign him. That's how he looks as of his last appearance.
Oh.
But brought him back just because I like him. I think he's cool. He's got a deep pedigree, and also brings some drama into Moon Knight's life. His girlfriend's ex comes into the life.
Justice for Hank Pym, and I didn't read Wasp because reading X-Men, Spider-Man, Venom, I'm reading so many Marvel titles that it's hard for me to read them all. And I can read them all. And final question, is it safe to say, I think it's safe to say your Avengers and X-Men run are incredibly successful. So would you consider writing Fantastic Four and become one of the few writers to have successful runs on the big three X teams?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've pictured Fantastic Four before, it didn't go through, but also I wouldn't want to be the guy that has to pick up Fantastic Four after Ryan North started, because I think it's all time.
I do agree. I do like the short stories as a way to get new people to read the stories, because Marvel has a lot to do after what happened with Fox. So I'm really glad Marvel's finally picking up the pace and then bringing the Fantastic Four back as one of the core pillars of Marvel.
I mean, it's been back for a long time.
I agree, because ironically enough, I got into Fantastic Four when the reboot came. I'm a little ashamed to say it, and but Marvel didn't do anything properly for 3 years, just because of Fox. When they finally brought them back, I didn't. There wasn't much fanfare among like casual fans. They were still into Avengers, X-Men, and Spider-Man. But then earlier this year, I saw Fantastic Four guidebook, and I was really happy that finally Marvel's like pushing marketing for the Fantastic Four, not just for the comics, but not just for the movie, but for the comics as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Fantastic Four is as good right now as it's ever been. I think it's a great run, and second one has to pick up after that.
Thank you so much, Mr. McKay. I really appreciate it.
All right, no problem.